Draped up, stand up, nigga, no make.
What's happening, big bro?
What's
How
up?
you?
Welcome, everybody, to Leave It on the Court podcast, where we talk everything NBA basketball. I am your host, Jay Dimes, with my little bro, Jan S. I need everybody to go to the YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe, like, and share. You know what I mean? Also, we got a big giveaway I will be announcing later coming up. But with that being said, oh, one more thing before we got merch. We got
Yeah.
merch. Make sure you get that hashtag That's Game t-shirt. You know what I'm saying? Holler at us in the DMs or the comments of the videos if you want a shirt. With that being said, now what we got going on, brother?
Yes, sir. We are 20 days away from the start of the NBA preseason. Yay, 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 yay. And on today's episode, we're going to be talking about the cream of the crop of the Eastern Conference. The Milwaukee Bucks, the Boston Celtics, the Philadelphia 76ers, and we're going to get started with the Knicks. Go New York, go New York, go. Hey, so the Knicks fan base is energized.
Get that shake.
Hey,
Go ahead.
hey, real.
Yeah, don't.
I'm embarrassed to admit this, but look,
Don't.
there's a video of yours truly out there in like the 8th grade, 9th grade, trying to do the Harlem Shake, looking
I ain't
goofy as
good.
hell.
You don't
Yeah, bro.
so modest.
Looking goofy as hell, but it was fun. It was fun. But yes, the New York Knicks, man, the New York Knicks was able to basically keep their core intact, even with all they did last season, almost making it to the Eastern Conference Finals. They got their number one player in Jalen Brunson to take $100 million pay cut in order to bring in more talent to help out. The likes of Michael Bridges and re-signing OG Anunoby to a $200 million contract. And they still got Julius Randle set to return for this upcoming season. How you feeling about the Knicks, big bro?
Well, I was just looking at their roster as we speak, and I like their core. I think with this signing of Michael, I think that this upgrades the team. I think it was something that they were missing. But with the Knicks, it's Tibbs, man. If he don't run the team into the ground before the season is over, because if you look at the history, once again, I've always said this, and I'm always gonna go back to it. When you look at the history of Thibodeau teams, they go into the playoffs most of the time unhealthy. So if you play for Tibbs, be prepared to practice all the time, prepared to play if you're playing good, to play the whole game, back to back if you need, so you just got to have the right type of body for his coaching. But that's all the Knicks depend on. The Knicks, what they want you like the Eastern Conference or the semifinals or
Yeah, the
something like
Simmons.
that.
Right.
They're
The Simmons.
with one dude basically, and the dude was averaging like 40 a game or something crazy. Excuse me. So now, if you add Michael, he seems to be a durable guy. So I think that they should be okay. I think they're, where were they last season standing wise?
They finished overall second in the East with a
Oh, I forgot
what's up?
about that. Yeah.
What's up? What's
No,
going on?
no, I said I forgot about that. They did.
Yeah,
They did finish high. Because I was say this shit up there win totals with this type of signing. But
right.
if it ups any more than what it is now, they'll be a first place team. So if they can do that with all the injuries they incurred during the season, they should be fine.
Yeah, they
I
they
see it.
finished second in the East with a 50-32 record. However, even though they finished in the East. They finished 14 games behind the Boston Celtics
Mm-hmm.
last year. The Boston Celtics was that far ahead. Do you think they can catch the Celtics this time around with the signing of Michael Bridges, which is Mr. Durable? He played he's played five or six full seasons now, 82 games, averaging 34 minutes.
What T Street said with this new college team up thing, Kentucky might be next to make up a new team, and it might be a new trend. We'll see. I mean, I mean, if you just happen to be in the same school, I mean, you already got chemistry. If the pieces fit, I don't see why not. With this Villanova, they the type of players that can play for Tibbs because they rugged players anyway, coming from that side of the town. What is it? Isn't Villanova like somewhere close to New York or something like that? Wasn't it?
Oh, I'm
Was it
horrible.
Villanova?
I'm horrible in geography,
Yeah,
but we got Google right here.
you're right. But I want to say it's something along the lines of there. I want to say.
It is
Okay.
Pennsylvania. Yeah.
Okay. So I think that we're gonna see with that T. We're gonna see with that. But anyway, back to the subject though. I think, like I said, beating the Celtics isn't gonna be the team that you put together. It's how Tatum plays. That justifies how the Celtics gonna play. If he comes in shooting or not having a good season, like he's coming from the summer, if it goes over into the NBA season, then the Knicks have opportunity to beat the Celtics. But at the Celtics at the top of their game, everybody playing, they're a hard team to beat in the East, man.
They are.
They have one of the best defenses in the league, if not the best defense especially in that particular conference. They're going to be hard to beat. But if anybody can beat them, it's one of the other teams we're going to talk about in this team.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Holiday bothers Bronson as much as he bothers everybody else. And now you got Michael on the wing now, so you got some help. And then you got DiVincenzo starting to step up his game, so you got help either way. So I mean, it's gonna be a good series if they end up having to play each other. But once again, it's all if they got legs, if all their tires ain't flat by the end of the season. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
that's what end on.
if it will be a hell of a treat for NBA fans everywhere if we can get these two teams into the playoffs to see each other fully healthy. Porzingis, Julius Randle, like you said, if Tibbs don't run them into the ground. What's kind of interesting, I was mentioning Michael Bridges' record of playing 82 games and not missing a game. And with Tibbs, you got it's like the immovable object versus I forgot the saying, but it's about to be, a collide who's going to break first. Like Tibbs, he'll play your ass 60 minutes if he can
Yeah.
in a night. And Michael ain't known him to miss games and hadn't missed a game in forever now. So this is gonna
And
be really, really interesting.
even go ahead. I'm sorry, my bad. Go
No,
ahead.
no, I was just saying it's gonna be really interesting. What you were saying?
No, I was saying that and Michael is one of the type of players that I play. If you let him play the 60, he'll play the 60.
Yeah.
Not understanding like, dude, we need you like later on in the season.
Right.
So that's like you said, it's gonna be, it's gonna be a clash between, do I play this guy or do I rest this guy? I think I'm hoping Tibbs is listening to everybody across the league, everybody
Everywhere.
saying, bro, stop running your players into the ground, dog. What are you paying your bench for? To dress up? Like, I mean, come on, dog. Let everybody play, man. Let everybody play.
Speaking of they
Besides,
bench.
Tops Gibson. There's somehow, some way he always make it on this team. I don't care. He ain't on this one. It's to be like the first time in like 2 years. No, it's like
Like I'm looking at you. Maybe go look at the roster. No, I don't.
he
I'm
stayed
actually surprised on three of them.
no team. That boy stayed. Oh, you don't care if that boy 50 times. Get in.
Dog.
You
Ted's got to be a good dude to know, man.
know? Yeah.
So it the Knicks look like if I'm looking correctly, the Knicks look like their starters are gonna be Jalen Brunson, Mikal Bridges, OG Anunoby, Julius Randle, and Mitchell Robinson
Mm-hmm.
squad. And then a couple of days ago, they just signed Landry Shamet,
Mm-hmm.
3-point specialist. So they got Josh Hart, Landry
Uh,
Shamet.
what's best? This is a kind of a like that's putting a big, weight on him. I don't know about specially. He can shoot threes. We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna give people praise that don't deserve it. No, no.
And you're right. So I'll reverse. I'll say what he does,
It,
what he's attempting to be, is the 3-point specialist. That's his game. He shoots the three.
okay,
Three
there
and D
you
guy.
go.
Yeah.
His game, he shoots the three. Yeah.
He 39% from three. So that's not too shabby. Not too shabby on a high volume guy. But yeah. So Landry Shamet, Josh Hart, DiVincenzo, Jacob Toppin, Jericho Sims coming off your bench, Cameron Payne. They Precious Achua.
Yeah, they got some people.
They got some
I'm looking
people,
at
man. They kind of deep. I just, let me ask you this for this New York Knicks roster: is it championship or bust for them? Are they in that stratosphere now?
No, they're young. They're young. So I don't even think Jalen is Jalen even 30. I think he like 27 or 28, if that something like that.
28, 28.
So no, they're definitely not in that range. Everybody is signed. Um, um, they're good for at least 2 to 3 years. They got a championship window. You know what I mean? I wanted to look at this question that T Streets had. He said that who you think is the closing five for that team?
The closing five.
Yeah,
I I think it's the starters I just named. I don't think you
Bronson,
touched that.
so Bronson, DiVincenzo, Bridges.
Mm-mm.
Starting. Who you starting?
Brunson, Mikal Bridges, OG Anunoby, Julius Randle,
Oh yeah.
Mitchell Robinson.
Oh yeah, I forgot about OG. No, I didn't forget about him, but I was gonna put him at power forward. I forgot about Julius.
Yeah,
Okay,
and
can't go.
that you make a good
That's
point,
his nickname. Can't go right, and then can't get right. It's can't go right.
bro.
That's his
Where
nickname.
you get this stuff
Yes.
from, boy? You got it up here, boy, because that's cold. Can't go right. Boy, you got
Talk
it.
about it right now. It's even leaving no core podcast. Somebody else on podcast. You know, check this out. That is his new
Can't go
nickname. Can't
right.
go right. So can't go right is gonna start at power forward. Yo, it's cracking up. He said he think they should go small, and then, nah, man, Mitchell, bro, Mitchell is all over the place, dude. That dude can block shots. He can rebound. He's good.
Hustle.
He get back on defense and all that stuff. You gotta have a hustle man when you got four scorers around him. You gotta have a hustle man. The man ain't worried about scoring, but can score when needed. He'll catch an alley right quick, a quick putback, something like that. The East isn't, except for outside of one or two teams, maybe. No, everybody's pretty much have a traditional big man in the East for the most part. So that's something they can do throughout the game, though. They can change it up and go to a smaller lineup and throw them off a little bit. But I think they should, especially when they play teams like Philly, they start off with a traditional center. Indiana, Milwaukee, all these teams have the traditional five. So I think what you were saying fits.
He might that DiVincenzo cat. If I'm going to take Mitchell out, which I did think of that too, um, because DiVincenzo will spread the floor, so you have a Jalen Brunson, DiVincenzo, Michael Bridges, and you'll put Julius Randle at the 5 and OG Anunoby at the 4 to close the game out with. I
Yeah,
don't know if it worked though, because DiVincenzo 6'2", Jalen Brunson 5'10". I don't
again,
know. I don't know.
they playing Philly. Who's gonna guard Embiid? When they gonna go to zone?
Yeah, that's tough. Yeah, and even Brooke Lopez and even um
Miles Turner, all these dudes are
uh,
7'2", 7'1", and stuff like that in the East. Like, I mean, when they play some of these younger teams like the Detroit, like I said, the Detroits, Indiana does like to go small a lot. Um, who's the other team that's a threat that we were talking about?
uh
Um, Celtics,
Celtics, yeah, Kristaps,
Chris,
even though he's slender, he's
he's
7'4".
but that fits Mitchell Robinson though. That gives him more of a mismatch on the defensive rebounding because having Porzingis be so small. So I think that lineup you said is a good lineup. I think you put people they defense. That defense is crazy. From
That defense is crazy.
Kel, Anunoby, and Mitchell.
Yeah, nasty.
If you get to the basket, you still gotta wait. You still gotta worry about a shot blocker.
You, you do.
You
Yeah, because
know,
he was putting in work against Embiid. It was a
yeah,
problem.
that's what I'm
Um,
saying.
let's get into the Milwaukee Bucks.
Mm-hmm.
Milwaukee Bucks wouldn't sign three players at the veteran minimum. DeLon Wright, Gary Trent, and Torian Prince. They finished last season overall in third place. At All-Star break, they were first.
Uh-huh.
Um, but they ended up finishing the season with a 49 and 33 record.
Mm-hmm.
With the signing of somebody like a Torian Prince, 6'7", uh, two guard with a 7-foot wingspan that can shoot a little bit, 38% from three. Did you think they got better at all?
Mm-hmm.
With this year? No.
I was just looking at who's a backup shooting guard for real.
Uh,
Who they?
Gary Trent.
I said backup. He gonna be
Hmm.
starting.
They're gonna start Torian Prince.
Mm. I don't like that. I don't like.
They're gonna start Torian
I don't
Prince.
like
I
that.
don't,
That's not
I don't
enough.
think they're gonna start. Huh?
That's not enough offense. Okay, so once again, we got to go back to health. Giannis hasn't been healthy, in the whole season and what a couple of seasons now. Whether it's minor injuries or season-ending injuries, he hasn't been healthy. Dame Lillard also last couple of seasons has been suffering injuries and stuff. I think that, and they're the keys to the team. It's really hard to maintain winning when your stars are the people that's getting hurt. It's different when you got like some of the outside play, the role players, stuff like that, and they getting hurt, and you can at least have a star. But it was hard for them to get any kind of chemistry or anything because either one or the other was off the court. So that's going to be the issue. Yeah, streets, the defense too. Dame Lillard don't play defense. He's on delay. You feel me? Straight up. So like you have to. I think when they went with Torian and them, I think that was more to cover him on his defense.
Yeah.
Because if you know Torian Prince, he's more of a 3-and-D guy type. So I would think that that's what they did that for. Gary Trent, same thing. I think that he's more of a 3-and-D guy. I think these are all moves to kind of cover Dame uh, in the defense. Um, the key is keeping Giannis on the court, man. He's not. How old is Giannis? In the 30s, early 30s, maybe 30, 31?
29.
So 29. Okay. So playing him 60 minutes and all that stuff, you need to dial that back a little bit. Especially since he's been injured these last couple of seasons. Same thing with Middleton. Same thing with Dame. That's why I say they didn't get better. I don't see nothing that can help them. They got like Patrick Beverly and Joe Crowder, and I like
So,
Gallinari, but I just don't see nobody who's going to come in and be effective after you take out your starters.
correction. Patrick Beverly gone, man. He over there playing in China.
Oh,
I
okay.
mean, China ball.
Okay.
Back to his roots. He say.
On this roster, they got him on here still.
Yeah, no, he gone, big dog. He put up 3.6 rebounds in yesterday's game over in China.
Hit.
15 on 15 minutes.
That's what's up.
Yeah. I just to your statement earlier, they got enough offense. It's always going to be the defense with me in this roster. And the defense, and can they stay healthy? They're not going to be able to play defense where I can just shut the water off on one guy sort of thing. Like they don't have like a Kawhi, Draymond Green, Drew Holiday type guy where I can just be like, okay, go get him, stop him from scoring, or just make it tough on him. They're going to have to play like team defense. Problem with them playing team defense is can they stay healthy? Like you said, uh, are you going to have to play Giannis 40 minutes? Can you scale back some of his minutes to 32 and still win? Can Damian Lillard buy in on the defensive end? Torian Prince he's a 3-and-D guy, but he's not the defender he was. Can they all buy in? Bobby Portis, can he continue to play at a $6 million a year rate? Chris Middleton, constantly injured. Can you stay healthy and play defense and give me the 20 points a game that you were giving during your championship run? So they still got Brook Lopez, Chris Middleton, Giannis, and Dame. That's their big four, and they are throwing Torian Prince in there.
Don't forget the Nassus.
Look, I'm not.
T Street started it. I just
Look,
they ain't going
y'all gonna stop talking about my dog, man. Hey, look.
nowhere without the Nassus, bro. Look,
Shout out to the Nassus.
don't get
Look, hey.
in 15 minutes to where he can fuck up. I mean, play really good. You know what I'm saying?
Look, if I was to start a team, bro, I have you there. You better root on making millions, man.
Yeah,
Shout out
for
to
you better call me up.
hell,
I'm gonna be doing
hell yeah.
somebody.
Hey, I ain't playing.
I'm
I ain't playing like Jadon sitting on the bench.
I'm your security guard on the court.
Straight
Believe me.
up. Straight up. He'll take a charge. I got my brother.
You take me off. What I do? What I do? I didn't do nothing.
Watch. T3 said, but y'all gonna see the Nazareth get the most improved one of these days, the most improved award, straight up. I'll be rooting for dude, man. I know, like, well, we put together like the worst clips of his career, and I'll be rooting for dude, man.
I seen some highlights though. He got some box. He done boxed on a few dudes in the NBA though. He got a few little nasty plays though.
Yeah, he freakishly athletic. Pause. Dude got bounce, man. He will bop on you. So, but they also signed DeLon Wright too, which is another somewhat of a 3-and-D guy. Like they signed 3 shooting guards to veteran minimums. Gary Trent, Torian Prince, and DeLon Wright, and they're all DeLon Wright and Torian Prince can play some defense alongside Damian Lillard, and Gary Trent can get buckets. They played together in Portland. So at 6'5", 6'6", 6'7", for what they had to give, because they didn't have any flexibility, they didn't have really any cap space. The kind of talent they did bring in at the 2 guard to replace Malik Beasley, I think they did well. And seeing them being able to get that chemistry after a year and be under Doc Rivers for a whole offseason. Now let's see. Are they championship bust roster?
Wait, I forgot. Doc is the coach. So even if they get to the playoffs, they ain't gonna make it. Once again, Doc is another Tibbs type guy. His teams go into the playoffs hurt, even going back to the Celtics big three. Like he brings people into the playoffs hurt, man. He's an old school coach. If he can play, let him play. Like he's that like, and I don't understand why players have to know they stuff. All right, we up by 10, 15. Let me chill for a minute. Like, forget what
Yeah.
coaches are right now. Pull my finger up, like pull me out. You know what I'm saying? Get a youngster a shot. I don't think that the Milwaukee Bucks can stay healthy. I don't think that their stars can stay healthy, specifically Middleton, Giannis, and Dame. They can't stay on the court a full season, especially now. And now with this 65 game rule, people are pushing themselves to stay on the court to make sure they get their bonuses and stuff like that, which I think it's causing more injury. You know what I mean? Because people that are hurt, they'll play through it just to make sure they hit that 65 game mark. We seen it a couple of times last season. So I just think that when you got a Tibbs or Doc coach team, it's all about health. It's always just about health with them. I want to see. The first half of the season is going to mean a lot. The second half ain't going to be the one that really mean as much to me. It's the first half. It's how all these dudes come back from the Olympics. I see what T. Streets is saying about the Olympics. I was about to say that. You read my mind off. To see how some of these dudes that come back from the Olympics play, feeling on this hype. We got Giannis, we got Jokic, we got all these dudes on the revenge tour, and then we got the dudes that won on the GOAT tour. So it's going to be interesting to see how these players push themselves going into the season to play, and if they do the right things diet-wise, physically, so far as exercise and stuff like that. The type of things that can keep you on the court for the full season. Because at the end of the day, that's what's most important. Going into the playoffs with a healthy team. If you're a team like Milwaukee, you're a dangerous team.
Hell yeah.
If you're
Yeah.
you know,
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
one of the most dangerous team when you're healthy. But the caveat is their defense, of course. Their defense is trash, bro. I ain't gonna even tell. I'm just gonna say it
And
like that.
trash, bro.
Trash. Super trash. Like, you know what I mean? Dude, Dame can't play D. Giannis is a help shot blocker. He's not the guy that you just like, oh, there's Giannis. You'll try a move on Giannis. Lopez loses a step every year. We gonna see. We gonna see, man. What's up with it?
Slim, what up, Jules?
What's up, dude?
Jules.
So yeah, man. I just like to see what this first half look like. I'm praying for health. I want everybody to be healthy because I just want to see a playoffs with everybody, from 80 to 100% at least, so I can see what it looked like. Full bore playoffs, nobody hurt, everybody going at it, everybody got their full team. Like if the injuries happen during the playoffs, so be it. Like, you know what I mean? But if they can go into it like that first couple of rounds and everybody just like good, because even with the championship last year with Luka, he wasn't 100%. So I would have liked to see 100% Luka against that Celtics team, like, you know what I mean. So I'm praying for him. I want everybody to finish healthy.
Yeah, just FYI, I am definitely a Golden State Warriors fan, but I am most definitely pulling for town business in the Milwaukee Bucks with Damian Lillard. So now the Philadelphia 76ers, third team on the list.
How come you
Philadelphia 76ers.
first?
What's up?
You should have picked me. You should have picked me first. I am the biggest.
Right. yeah. Jules said he got the Thunder in the West in the Western Finals, or coming out the West for the
Yeah.
finals. Yeah,
Show
I
late. We did West last week. We in the East right now, dog.
I actually did predict the same thing. I do got the Thunder coming out the West. They a tough team, but look, Philly
Mm-hmm.
got Joel returning from the Olympics. Got to play alongside LeBron James, Steph Curry, and Kevin Durant. Got to see their work ethic. Last year, before he went down with his injury, I think he played 39 games, was averaging 35 points a game, 11 rebounds, and 6 assists.
Mm-hmm.
They just signed Paul George from the Los Angeles Clippers.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, he was averaging nearly 23 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists with them. And then you got Tyrese Maxey getting a bag in the off season, $200 million contract.
And get
Uh,
buff too.
yeah,
Pause. But
and
dude is buff as hell, bro.
he kind of
Dude looks like a robot.
kind kind of
See, look,
looking like,
that's what he looked like. He looked like you.
yeah, I was say kind of looking like me right now, 210 pounds. Just came off season where he's averaging 26 points, 6 assists, 4 rebounds. So it I was looking at that roster, dude. They kind of deep. Kelly Oubre,
Reggie Jackson,
Reggie
Eric
Jackson,
Gordon,
Eric Gordon. They brought back Kyle Lowry.
uh,
Uh, got Caleb Martin,
Andre Drummond.
Andre Drummond. Yeah, just in case Embiid needs to sit for a minute. I,
Yeah.
this might be
KJ Martin and Caleb Martin. Yeah.
the that my
They
prediction
got
is that they're
hold on too. They got the dude from the Olympics too, the big man
yeah, that
from
Wabusele
yeah,
who
yeah,
Yabusele who
yeah,
called Lebron slipping.
yeah.
called,
I, I like him.
called
I
my
like him.
called my dog slipping, man. Yeah, gave him $2 million to bring him to Philly. I think
Yeah,
they're the biggest threat to Boston. What you think?
I think you're out of your goddamn mind. That's what I think. Embiid ain't gonna be healthy. I don't even know why we had this conversation about Philly. Kind of mad we put him in the high part of the East. It's just we got to because Embiid is an MVP. So if he is healthy, they not. But if we being serious, dog, they got two of the most hurt people on earth on their team, and that's their superstars. Okay, for the last, if we're gonna go the last 5 years, Paul George and Embiid are two of the most hurt mofos in the East, bro. Straight up. So this conversation is really dead, but since I'm gonna entertain it. So if
Yeah,
we have healthy Embiid in the playoffs, Philly probably the most dangerous team in the playoffs. Period. Straight up. Nobody big man is better than him. Period.
period.
Nobody's straight up. He is the most lethal big man in this last decade. We say that
You
so
say that?
far between him and Jokic, right?
Right.
You know what I mean? But he can't stay healthy. If he can just stay healthy, he's scandalous good. He's scandalous. You know I say scandalous, that's high. That's high marks. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He is scandalous when he healthy, dog. Like, I don't see nobody really messing with Philly if Paul George and Embiid is healthy. Kelly and Oubre is a dog. You feel
He
me?
is.
Tyrese is a fool. Okay? I
He
mean
is.
this in Hey, so if you got somebody who can give you 50, your center can give you 40, and then you got a dude that can average between 25 to 30 in between right there. What we talking about? What we talking about? But as always, somebody gonna get hurt, bro. I don't even want. I'm gonna knock on wood. I hope nobody doesn't, but somebody will. I don't even know, bro. We do this every year with Philly. I think we got a show saying the same thing last season for the season preview. Philly gonna be good if Embiid can stay healthy. What happened? My knee is messed up. So it's gonna be something else. He didn't take a break this season. He should have took a break in the summer. I understand he wanted to play on that USA team, but in all actuality, he should have did the same. Kawhi can get off the bench. Leonard, should have did, and sit up there and sit down for a minute, got his knee scoped, looked at, x-rayed, whatever the hell, got some rehabs, and it should have just chilled. But no, honestly, he had to go play in the summer. He was overweight. He's going to have to get in shape. All big men have to make that a priority, dude. Especially when you one of them guys who can sit down for 5 minutes and gain 20 pounds. You have to be leery of it because your knees can't carry that weight when you gain them kind of pounds, and that's why you see a lot of big men with feet problems and knee problems and back problems because they're carrying more weight than their body should allow. If you've seen Embiid, he was about as small as Anthony Davis when he came in the league. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? He was really tiny. Now look at him now. He's gained at least 80 pounds, something like that. That's your body is built according to how you looked when you were younger. If you exercise and do the things, your body would pretty much look how you looked. You know what I mean? Well, they want you to gain weight so you can be heavier to play against these things, but it's not good for your body, man. It's not good for your body. You have to maintain a certain weight that your body can carry, meaning your knees, the things that you need to jump with, your back, your feet, stuff like that. I understand you want to be heavier, but this league, you ain't got a lot of dudes. You got to be heavier. Then it's kind of better to be sleek. Look at Wimby and people like that. You know what I'm saying? Yes, it is hard being tall. Yes, I see it is.
shut up.
All I'm saying is, Slim, you stupid. I said that at first. Yeah, I know. But even Slim though, you can see Slim still out here kicking it, doing this thing because you maintain a certain weight that your body can carry. If you was a fat ass, your butt probably be in the hospital somewhere on it with 2 knee braces. So I'm just saying though, he needs to
it
lower, he needs to lower, he needs to lose weight. He needs to do whatever he needs to do to get his diet right so he can maintain through a season.
They
You
do.
know?
They do. I do like their coach. Smart guy. I'm actually glad Doc is not over this particular roster because just looking at this roster from the first minute to the 15th, this is probably the most talented Sixers roster in the past 30 years. They really deep and they really have a chance. And I just be feeling like we be getting robbed of great
Yeah.
basketball in the playoffs because of the injuries, man. The injury bug is tough for Joel Embiid, for Zion, for those guys who just can't stay healthy.
And it's so
But
weird. I don't mean to cut you off. Hold your thought right quick. It's weird that back in the day, well, I always bring this up, 90s and 80s to now. These dudes were played damn near 100 games and barely be hurt. And these guys can't even make it through 60. It's crazy in a more rugged league. It's crazy. But even though you say it's maybe more rugged now, I don't see that. But it's just like these injuries don't be it be tissue injury and bone injuries and stuff like that they have. But I'm sorry. Go ahead.
no, and you got a point. It's 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 the more running and jumping that these guys are doing now. It's the constant up and down running and jumping because these injuries, a lot of times, to ligaments and tendons. Kristaps Porzingis, for instance, is going to be out till Christmas. He just had a successful surgery on a tendon that connects basically his calf to his foot, basically. And that's just a running and jumping, a constant back and forth. Patrick Ewing, Olajuwon, David Robson, catching the post, do this, get banged up, layup, say, turn around, that sort of thing. Tim Duncan, catching the post, turn around off the glass. These guys, these big
Don't
men.
do that. No, they was running and jumping too back in the day. It was a lot of slow down game, but no, it was most of them like that. When you say the Elijah Wines, he's Mr. Alley Oop. He's run down it like if you know Phi Jamma, you need to do your research on him. This dude is a runner. He's a horse back
Oh, he
and
is.
forth. The David Robinson, he was a horse. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was only like a few that were like back down dudes that were like maybe Patrick, Shaq later on that came later. But the rest of the guys was slim though. But like they still lasted longer. It wasn't until Patrick's later on into his career where he wasn't playing, he was getting injured. You know what I mean? Elijah Wan, David, all of them. If you look at the way they were weight wise, they
Mhm.
were big like that. They weight fitted their body, so they didn't have to worry about all this type of tendon injuries that these kids have. You know what I'm saying? But they was doing the same running. I mean, you got to think it was showboating back then. It's a little bit more showboatish back then than it is now. You know what I mean? And so it was a lot of ducking and running and people getting slammed on. So we're not going to just say it was always slow down game during those times, because it wasn't. And then especially when Jordan came in, and it really was on then. Like, you feel me? Everybody was ducking, everybody was flying, everybody was trying to, because it was selling tickets, and that's what started the change of the game, the change of points, and they started to notice, okay, they like seeing these dudes score 60 and 50 and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So that's what started cheering. So we're not gonna say that. And dudes are just built different, bro.
Can we agree that the game has gotten faster today than it was in the 90s?
Yeah, it is definitely
Okay.
fast. It
So,
was.
so that's what I'm saying. These guys today, these centers, are giving picks at the 3-point line or even beyond the 3-point line. They catching, picking, and popping, or they trying to break down their defender and get to the hole and dunk. It's not catching with their back to the basket, dribble, dribble, dribble. And that's, 80% of their shots. No, 50% of their shots now is jump shot, three, cutting to the basket, dunk, that sort of thing. It's not a game where they're just backing down and you got 9 people in the paint and one person at the top of the key. That's all I'm saying. It's a different game, and I think that it's attributing to some of these injuries we're seeing, these lower leg injuries. More missed, yeah. So Slim, Jules was saying it's a lot more missed threes, so it's a lot more longer rebounds. There's a lot more fast breaks, and that may be attributing to some of these injuries. That all that being said, man, Eric Gordon, Joel Embiid, Paul George, even Andre Drummond, those are injury prone guys, and they're going to be important for this roster to go far in the East. But with all that being said, they have the talent to take down the Boston Celtics. In my opinion, they got the roster built for it. It's just, can they get there? Can they get the car before tires there?
Right there, I'm calling it right there. We're gonna call it them in Milwaukee are the handicap crew. We gonna put handicap placards on.
Handicap placards,
We
yes,
gotta put,
indeed.
instead of the you know how they be having the teams where they be doing the advertising and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, they should have like on the other side. It should be handicap placards until they can make it through the season. That's what.
Right. They don't get the team captaincy, they get the handicap placard.
Yeah. Especially the most hurt players. Y'all get the blue patch. Like, for real.
Whole world.
Yeah.
Whole world.
Just straight up.
Last thing we're getting into tonight is the reigning champion, the Boston Celtics.
Now we talking.
Now we talking. So
That nigga trash. That nigga trash. That nigga trash. That light-skinned dude is trash.
You already know.
Damn Olympics. That dude is trash. Trash. All he got is trash.
I ain't even said that yet. I ain't even asked no questions yet. Can I say that? Let me get into it.
All my leave it on the accordions know who I'm talking about. Trash. Well, go ahead.
The Celtics are returning champions. Jason Tatum made a comment earlier this week about if you do the right things, they should be able to repeat as champions. And one of those things include for him is what Kendrick Perkins called a selfish goal, but a good selfish goal is to try to win an MVP this year. Do you think he got what it takes to win an MVP?
I think
Regular season MVP.
I think that he's always going to be in the running. But he's always going to be his own reason for not getting it. Like, for some reason, man, he just ain't got the right stuff, man. I think Luka is next up. I think
Yeah.
A healthy Luka is probably one of the most deadliest players in the league right now. That dude is a fool, straight up. That's who I got winning MVP next year. We'll talk about that in another show.
Yeah.
But JT, in order to separate himself from Batman,
Yeah.
he's going to have one of them seasons where you go, he's the man. That's the guy. There's no question. This is the guy. And I'm not talking about during the regular season. I'm talking about in the playoffs. He has to separate himself from Jaylen Brown. With all the praise he got and everything that he loved that he get, there shouldn't be no question on who team it is. As of right now, at this particular moment, there's a question, especially coming off the playoff run he came off and what Jaylen did during that playoff run. Now, if Jaylen do what Jaylen did,
That's a goofy ass laugh.
if that man do what he did, dog, it's over for your boy. It's over for your boy. That it's gonna be a reverse. It's gonna be like, all right, we talking about Jaylen. This might be Jaylen team. This might be Jaylen team. I think Jaylen is. I think the switch. Boom. I think he did it. When that final, like, why am I giving him the ball? Like, I got it. I think he done found that, and then he pissed off about the Olympics. JT in trouble, bro. And he trash. That dude went to the Olympics and averaged 0.00 points. Like, he trash. Yeah, you gonna get on that team and don't do nothing. Nothing. Bro, I don't get it, bro. I don't understand what's up with dude. I feel bad for dude because I feel like this is gonna roll over to a season. I see an early 17 points a game, 7 rebounds. I don't see like a 25, 27 a game. If I'm wrong, I'll give him his props if I'm wrong. I always knowing that, hey, if somebody proves me wrong, bologna salami, you got me. But I see Jaylen averaging more points than him this season. I see that. I think Jaylen.
Hot take, you heard it here first on Leave It on the Court. Hot take from Jay Don say Jaylen Brown will average more points than Jason Tatum for the regular season.
I think that's what's going to happen. I think Jaylen is pissed. And I think he's going to show everybody he's pissed. And I think it's not going to be to show up Jason. I think it's just to show them, y'all should have picked me instead of him.
So, yeah, Jason Tatum last season averaged 27, 8, and 5. Jaylen Brown averaged 23, 7, and almost 4. Jason Tatum was in MVP talks by the time the end of the season came. But my problem with him is typically, yeah, the formula is best player on best team usually get the MVP vote. It's just his team is really freaking good. So that actually hurts his chances with Kristaps, with Jaylen Brown, with Drew Holiday coming back from Olympus, Derek White coming back from Olympus. A pissed off Jaylen Brown at that. My man's what's his name? Al Horford, Pritchard. Yeah. It's going to be hard for him. So the way he would win it is through efficiency. Shoot these shots and don't miss. I need a 50-40-90 season. I need a 50-40-90 season out of you. That's the way you win MVP. However, you going against guys like a Luka Doncic who averaged almost a 34-point triple double last season. You got somebody like Giannis, who's coming back pissed off. Just got eliminated from the Olympics. He wants another ring with Dame there. So he's going to come on a mission. He's usually averaging 33, 15, and 7. Then you got Embiid. He was just, before he went down, he was averaging 35 points.
Yeah.
And then you got a 3-time MVP in Jokic.
Yeah.
And I didn't even mention SGA, who coming, or Anthony Edwards, who just got done playing with Bron, Curry, and Durant. So he's going to be different this year.
Yeah.
John Morant coming back with a point to prove.
Yeah.
This is that's a tall order talking about MVP. Now, winning, that's something else. You got the team to do it. MVP, that's going to be tough, G. 50, 40, 90 season. That's what we need out of you. We need you to break that record where you're missing these jump shots and these 3 balls.
But you missing one thing though. Yeah. He trash. Nigga trash. This nigga trash. It ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen, bro. I'm sorry. I want to try to show some love, but I was right. It should have gave the Dark Knight the Finals MVP. They was right for that. Good job.
Good job.
Good job.
All right. Boston Celtics, they repeating in your opinion?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. They not repeating, but they going to the finals.
They going to the finals.
They stay the most healthy team out of everybody we talked about. They the only team that can keep their whole team on the court. The best ability is what?
Availability. Yes, sir.
So, in the East, it's the most available team. Straight up. You feel me? Even Indiana, what happened with them?
Yeah, injury.
You know what I mean? It's like you gotta be available at the times when you need to be available. Fortunately, Celtics for the last 2 or 3 seasons, they have the 2 most durable stars in the NBA. Period. Like straight up. So when you got 2 dudes that's that good that can stay on the court and they're surrounded with people that with the ultimate defense and people that can score, it's like they're supposed to be where they are. I see the Celtics. I can't even see who the other team is because everybody else get injured. I want to see Celtics Knicks. I just want to see the Knicks go just because I want to see the freaking Knicks go. Like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Can we get one? Can we get one? And just to see a good Cinderella story, somebody else different win it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it would be nice to see the Knicks go to a finals with this squad. So, and they have the team that has the players that can stay on the court. Bronson gonna play through an injury. Michael gonna play through an injury. These players will play through this. So they're the only other team I can see, even though they have Mr. Run You into the ground as a coach. But Celtics are the team to beat, and they're the champs. So of course the champs are the team to beat, regardless. But they are the team to beat in the East. Much as I think he's trash, somehow this guy puts up numbers and keep this team in the upper echelon every year. I don't know how he does it. His confidence in the regular season is amazing. In the playoffs, somehow he finds a way up, and somehow Jalen gets better every time, and it's just like they find a way there. Their defense from in the front court is crazy. They got Derek White, who's Captain Hustle, and you got Holiday, who's Captain Shut You Down. So it's gonna be a hard night for every point guard on the other side for you. Every night you're gonna have a hard night. You know what I mean? He don't take games off. So yeah. They're the most available team in the East. So yes, they can go. They have a high chance of repeating. There's a couple of teams I think can beat them in the West.
I'm kind of nervous about the Boston Celtics Golden State Warrior game because I kind of wonder, do JT and Jaylen Brown got that game circled on a calendar somewhere? I shit you not. If JT dropped 50 on the Warriors, I wouldn't be surprised at all. I
See,
really
I'm
wouldn't.
thinking about that is depending on what Warrior team show up. If are we talking about a below 500 Warriors? Then the game ain't gonna really mean nothing. But if we talking about the everybody team in the standings is good and they both winning and we meeting each other at the top of their team games, now
Yeah,
we got, you know what I'm saying? Now
I
we got to.
I just if I'm JT, that's where I prove my point for the entire season. Like so you want to play me in the Olympics, huh? Okay, I'm gonna show you why you should have had me on the court. I'm gonna show you why you should have structured the offense around me. I'm gonna show you why, like I was in the finals last year. So I I'd be surprised if JT don't at least have 45 that game. I swear.
You
Now
just the Warriors specifically, he should be like that every night. Shit.
should be.
He should be like, dude, like everybody's saying, and he has to hear some of this chatter. You ain't gonna sit up here and act like, I don't listen to, I don't watch Twitter, I don't listen to what people say. Blah, blah, blah. Dude, I know you here, bro. We need you to do that. We need you to come show everybody that you ain't trash. You
That
ain't
you
trash.
ain't trash, right?
Yeah, bro.
Who's gonna
Bro.
have a better playoff run in your opinion? You think Jalen Brown gonna overtake like Jason Tatum again in the playoffs? Because the regular season is one thing, but what are you? This is legacy defining now, especially like if
They
you
gonna
do it
have to
again.
trade Jalen Brown if they want the Celtics to be for Jason Tatum to be their star. They gonna have to trade him.
All right,
I'm telling you. They gonna have to trade Jalen. Like, you gonna pick light skin, bro? Give me the ball. Give me the ball,
look,
bro. I'm telling you. Watch,
look. All right,
watch his
I'm pulling for
percentages
the.
go up. His shooting percentages, his free throw percentages. Watch, mark my words.
We're going to be watching the games this season in the playoffs, the Boston Celtics, and I'm going to be pulling for JT. My
Mm.
man's going to be pulling for Jalen Brown, and we all, if they get back to the finals and JT lose another Finals MVP, I owe you $5. But if we win that final, but if he wins that if he wins that Finals MVP, if they win, I want $5 from you.
Oh, he won't.
Yeah.
First of all, all right, he betting. Mm,
$5. I got five on.
about it because I think the Knicks is going to the finals personally, but yeah, if
But
they have to go,
yeah,
yeah, I'm with that. I'm with that. I'm with
yeah.
that. I'm with that.
Now, will they be the team out of the West? I don't know because the West is kind
Yeah,
of is looking crazy.
yeah.
They looking crazy, but
I
they
mean,
got the
Denver coming.
roster to
It's
do it
Denver got a little bit better.
a
So
little bit better.
yeah,
Yeah, Westbrook coming off the bench, and um, I think the Grizzlies is going to be a problem. The OKC, like Slim was talking about earlier, going to be a problem.
yeah.
The West is going to be an issue this year. So if if they can repeat, which is hard. What's the last team to repeat? Was that the Warriors?
Yes.
Yes. It, it's a hard ass thing to do. And Jason Tatum was talking about winning an MVP and winning the finals. Steph Curry, last person to do that, win an MVP and win the finals. 2015.
Damn, they known for everything. Back to back. Fine, just go. Towns.
Let's go. Right. So if Jay, it's gonna be a tall task, man.
Yeah.
You got them repeating. You do got them repeating.
No.
No.
Six? Hell no. No. I think I like out of the three, Minnesota, the Thunder, or Denver coming through there in the net.
Roy. Celtics are the field. You're choosing the field. I think I'm choosing the field too, man. Jason Tatum got to show me something different in the playoffs. It's as simple as that.
Yeah.
Once he do that, yeah, the Celtics take off if Jason Tatum can
Keep it.
bring his kahunas with him.
It's a confidence thing. If you can
Yeah,
keep the confidence, then the Celtics are an unbeatable team.
straight up. Simple as that.
Yeah.
And just like that, big bro, it's been an hour.
Okay. Well, before we go, First of all, I want to tell you, I love you, boy. Always a pleasure talking to you. I want to announce we are having a giveaway this year. At 1,000 subs on our channel, we will be giving away an Xbox or a PlayStation 5 gift card, enough for you to get your own NBA 2K25 or whatever game you want.
Yes,
Also, get
sir.
hashtag That's Game t-shirt. All we ask is that you go through our videos, pick something we said, you know what I'm saying, that you like. Put the timestamp in the comments, either our DM or in the comments on the YouTube channel. We will be searching all the videos and stuff that you send. Whichever one that we pick is the person that's going to get the shirt or and the gift card. So make sure y'all help us get these subs up in the YouTube channel, man, if y'all want to get that gift, straight up. Also, of course, I need you to go to the YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe, like, and share. And also, man, hit that Cash App up one time. You feel me? $ JOSS 510, man. Do that. Do that. But with all that being said, man, till next Saturday, that's game.
That is game.